most important thing with touring is you want to be growing your fan base. So you want to be engaging in your current fan base that you have and through music and releasing music. But then I think you want to be able to try and hope that they're bringing friends, or that you may be able to do a residency somewhere where you can do a couple shows and, they're bringing friends and stuff. So every time we went on tour, it was like we saw that as an opportunity to grow our fan base.
Building your fan base through live shows is probably the best way to do it, because if you're a support band, people are forced to spend at least 20 to 30 minutes listening to you. But on the internet, if your YouTube video shows up, they might be like, okay, 1 minute next. Forget about you again. Where I feel like the live performance, you can talk to people, you can tell your stories, you can be like, impress them with your whole, everything that you have to offer.
What kind of things, maybe, Anika, do you have to do to like prepare for a tour or promote a tour to ensure that you do have people coming?
You want to make sure you have a good tour poster, because I feel like, especially for social posts, that you want it to be quite captivating and for people to be able to engage with it. Yeah. And then you want to make sure you've got that sort of link in your Instagram bio, so that if you make a post and you go like to my bio, people can go to your tour page straight away, book it there.
Yeah, definitely the Facebook events page is a great idea, and setting that up, and like you're saying, you can geo-target that just for those people, so you don't feel like you're flooding all of your fans with that information that's not relevant to them. You're only targeting the people in that area. But social media is such a game changer right now. It's a great way to connect with your audience and your fan base. And one of the things we try and do is to get our fans to be our promoters. So we're equipping them to, with competitions or, extra passes or, things like that, and getting them to spread the word out, the posters and the ads and things like that, giving them the way that they can, post that on our behalf, or they get excited about that. And like Anika was saying, you kind of put in updates, let people know if you're rehearsing for the tour, you do a post about that, gets people excited about it's coming up, things like that. You kind of telling the story from the beginning, not just from the first night of tour, but the lead up to everything like that. It's building anticipation and giving people a chance to want to be part of it.
I ended up making £500 in merch every night, compared to £50 for actually doing the music. So that's why our merch setup is like 2 types of t-shirts, CD, vinyl, patches, stickers, tote bags, sleeping masks, anything you can think of.
Merch is obviously the big part of that, but people put a lot of time into that, and where a lot of the income goes back to the artist from your merch side. So you definitely want to be having a good plan for that and doing it well. And, you don't want to spend too much on overheads for merch and print too many t-shirts and then not sell them. But then, one of the cardinal sins on touring is running out of t-shirts as well. Like you kind of don't want to miss opportunities there. So you got to try and find that sweet spot, or have a good system set up there.
You want to be able to produce your merch as cheaply as possible, while also, for example, environmentally sustainable t-shirts, getting them produced, even ethically produced, like where people get paid the right amount of money for producing the t-shirt, is financially really hard. So I do always struggle with that, like trying to find the middle ground of, for example, if I buy tote bags, I try and buy the ones that are organic, ethically made, so they are quite cheap. And then if I then iron on my own design, it keeps the cost down, so the tote bag is ethically made, and I put on the design myself, so the unit price is still quite low. Or like we were thinking what you said, like doing like a recycled run, where you just go into op shops and buy secondhand t-shirts and then drop them at the printers, because often you can go to the printers and they will just print on whatever you drop off for them. So that's like a creative way of doing it, like recycled merch.
So if we're doing a South America tour, I'd like to engage the local manufacturers and process it there and give back to the businesses there, as opposed to let's just get everything made in Bangladesh and then ship it to the countries that we need. Like we try to use the local manufacturers as well as much as we can. But again, it's just preparation and it's time consuming, but the the rewards are definitely there for sure.